Okay, this is our last video on sealed bids. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at something a little different. We're going to look at reverse auctions. So these are used to divide negative valued items such as chores. And there's going to be two big differences between regular sealed bids and reverse auctions. So here's the first one. So I'm going to highlight this. Instead of things going to the highest bidder, they are going to go to the lowest bidder. So that's going to be the first thing we see that's different. So if we look at this first example, we have three roommates, Sally, Molly, and Polly. They need to complete 4 major chores. So we're just going to list these as 1 through 4. They use the method of sealed bids to reverse auction the chores. The table lists the chores and what each person bids for that chore. So we're supposed to find out who gets to do which chores and how much either gets paid or has to pay. So for example, when Sally bids $47 on chore 1, she's saying to do it if she gets $47 credit towards doing that. If someone wants to do it for less, then that's fine, let them. Okay, so that's sort of like what you feel like that's worth you getting paid, I guess. All right, so the table fills out exactly the same way. We start by adding together everybody's bids. So Sally's is 201, Molly's is 195, and Polly's is 192. Now we have 3 people, so we have 3 players, which means we are going to divide by 3. All right, so I'm going to come through to get each fair share. I'll divide by 3. And that comes out to be 67 for Sally, 65 for Molly, and 64 for Polly. All right, so now we're going to do where we give away the chores, but remember we go to the lowest bidder. Okay, so for the first chore, looks like Polly's going to do that for $40. The second one, Polly's also the lowest bidder at $55. The third chore, $50 is the lowest bid. And the last one, $36 is the lowest bid. All right, so big difference. Reverse auction always goes to the lowest bidder. All right, so now we're ready to figure out who's doing what. So Sally is going to do chore 4. And the money is the other place that's different. So this is going to be reversed. We've been doing fair share minus item. Oops. Let me erase that. This is going to be item minus fair share. So notice this is backwards, right? So this is the other difference. So the two differences we have from reverse auctions to regular auctions are lowest bidder, that's the first difference, and then item minus fair share. All right, so the item, the chore was worth $36. Her fair share is $67. So basically what we're saying is she's obligated to do $67 worth of chores, but she's only doing $36 worth, so she's going to have to pay the difference. Okay, so on minus 31, she's going to pay $31. Now Molly is doing chore 3. So she's doing a chore worth $50, but she's obligated to do $65 worth. So hers is going to be negative 15. So she's going to pay 15. Now Polly's doing the most chores. She's doing chore 1 and 2. So if we add those together, that is worth 95. So she's doing $95 worth of chores, but she's only obligated to do 64. So she's going to get some money back. So she's going to get $31. Now everything else from here on down is exactly the same as the other examples. So for surplus, it still pays minus gets. That part hasn't changed. So if we add the pays together, that's 46 minus 31. So the surplus comes out to be $15. And just like in the other problems, that divides evenly among the players. So each player is going to get an additional $5. All right, so this part stays exactly the same. All right, we're going to do our final settlement. So Sally does chore 4. Now remember here, we pull that negative number down and we put it down here. So negative 31 plus 5 from the surplus comes out negative 26. So she's going to pay $26. Molly's going to do chore 3. So we're going to pull her number down. So she's going to have negative 15 plus 5. So instead of paying 15, she just has to pay 10. So she'll pay 10. And then remember, Polly was doing chore 1 and 2. She was getting paid $31. Then she's going to get an extra $5 from the surplus. So she is going to get $36. And remember, the check still works as well. The check is that the pays equal the gets. So we're paying 26 and 10. We're getting 36, and we can see that that checks out. All right, let's try one more. All right, so this is the last page of the notes, page 25. Ooh, let me find that. There we go. All right, so we have 3 roommates. We have Tina, Kara, and Katie. They're getting ready to move out of their apartment, and they must complete 5 major chores. So the table lists the chores and what each person bids. We're going to use reverse auction to figure out who gets which chore and how much they have to pay. So remember, there are 3 players. So we are going to divide by 3. All right, so if you add up all of Tina's bids, it's 171. Kara's is 177. And Katie's is 180. All right, to calculate fair share, we divide by 3. So Tina's fair share is 57. Kara's is 59. And Katie's is 60. All right, so remember, one of the differences is in reverse auction, we give everything to the lowest bidder. All right, so that's one of your 2 changes with reverse auctions. So cleaning the oven, Tina's agreed to do that for $25. Cleaning the refrigerator, Katie's got the lowest at $15. Patching the walls, Tina's got for $21. Shampooing the carpets, Kara's got that for $73. Cleaning the bathroom, that's worth way more than $27 to me, but sure, Katie's going to do that for $27. All right, now remember, the other difference is when you do the money, this is backwards, right? It's item minus fair share. So that is backwards from a regular sealed bid. All right, so Tina is going to clean the oven and patch the walls. So her items are 25 and 21, so that's $46 worth of work she's doing, but she's obligated to do 57. She's going to be a little bit in the hole, negative 11, so she's going to pay $11. Kara is going to shampoo the carpets. Okay, so her item is worth $73. She's only obligated to do $59 worth of work. So she is still owed $14, so she's going to get $14. Now Katie is going to clean the refrigerator. I'm just going to say clean fridge. And bathroom. All right, so if we add those items together, 15 and 27, what is that? Is that 42? But she's obligated to do $60 worth of work, so she is still going to have to pay $18. All right, from this point on, everything's the same as a regular sealed bid. So the surplus is still pays minus gets. So we've got paid in, let me switch colors here, 11 and 18. So we'll add those together to get 29. And then the gets is just 14. So our surplus is $15. If we divide that amongst the 3 people, that is going to be an additional $5 each. All right, so final settlement. Oh, we get to write all these down again. Tina still has to clean the oven and patch the walls. Now remember, she was paying 11, so negative 11, and then we're going to add the 5 to that. So she's going to end up paying 6. So think about, you hand $11 over and someone hands you $5 back, right? You've really paid them $6. So we're going to say pay $6. All right, Kara is going to shampoo the carpets. She was already getting 14. She's going to get an additional $5. So she is going to get $19. And then finally, we've got Katie, who I think is getting the bad end of this deal. She has to clean the fridge and bathroom. She was paying 18, so minus 18 plus 5. She's going to end up paying 13. All right, so we've got our final settlement here. This is our final answer. If we do want to check it, remember the pays equal the gets. So the pays are 6 and 13. The gets are 19. So we can see pretty easily that that's 19 equals 19. So that's just a quick check to make sure you're doing it right.